Okay, Alex, so, how you doing, man?
Good, good.
So, welcome to Italy, first of all.
Man, I'm having such a good time.
I guess, if I'm not wrong, this is the first time for you here?
This is my first time in Milan.
Okay, have you been, like, have time to visit a little bit of the city, eat some pasta, you know, like,
we're having
classical
pasta
stuff?
in a bit.
Okay.
Right after this, we went to Duomo. We played a little show, and some fans got to come, and we saw them, and so that was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, we kind of we drive around to each location that we go to, and I get to look out the window and be like, ah.
Okay, I guess you enjoyed the view, right?
Oh man,
I hope
incredible
so.
view.
So my first question is, you're already huge in the U.S. We are getting to know you like in Italy over the last few weeks, let's say.
Yeah.
Months. So my first question is, how did your career start? I mean, what was the first thing that you did?
I mean, my career started, you know, I started when I decided that I wanted, you know, I was living in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and I told my parents that I wanted to pursue a career, and so my dad, you know, made me. He said, if you want to live in Los Angeles, you have to prove to us that you are dedicated to music. And so I practiced, you know, every day. It's all I would do. I didn't hang out with friends. I just wanted to live in LA.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to work in the music industry, and so that's where it really started. And then I moved to LA, and I get to work with, you know, Babyface and John Legend.
Wow.
And I started a YouTube channel, and I upload, you know, hundreds of videos, and finally I upload One Dance, which is one of my mashups, which, you know, it goes viral and all of that.
It is actually a mashup, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, One Dance and Hasta el Amanecer.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, then I signed with Interscope Records, and now I'm here. It's such a you know, shiny story, but, you know, it was a lot of work. You know, it was days in and days out of practicing and singing on the street,
Mm-hmm.
and working nonstop and not going to parties or you know, sleeping in. It was all hard work that's now I'm sitting here, which I'm so happy about. But people will kind of see it and see different things. They'll say, oh, his career started 1 year ago. His career started 2 years ago. But the answer is, the career started 10 years ago. You know.
Mm-hmm. I know that you made a couple of songs so far.
Yeah.
I guess you're working on a full album. What should we expect from you?
Not necessarily. I mean, I can't say not a full album. So far, we are releasing a lot of singles. We want to keep putting out songs as quick as we can. I don't want to take all of the time to make an album and then the fans don't get anything and then I release an album. You know, I want to keep releasing music, and so we have a couple of songs that we're really excited for the fans to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying we. I'm really excited for the fans to hear. We, as in my team and I. But I'm especially excited for the fans to hear that we're going to be releasing very, very soon.
Okay. How do you describe your vibe? Because, I mean, I heard your covers and they're like R&B-ish, Drake-ish, but at the same time your singles are like, they have a little bit of electro. So how would you describe your music, your vibe, your genre?
Man, I mean, when we make songs, when we're recording songs, it's gonna kind of spin all over just because my mood will be different, or I wanna sing about something else. And so right now we're definitely we're just in the pop realm, and right now the cool thing is that pop stands for popular. So it's like I could sing a song that's got the beat that's like like Work the Middle or Question, or, you know, the next songs that we come up could be just like a boom 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 boom, like a regular like dance song, or it could be, you know, it could be anything.
Anything
that
you
like
want.
hip
It
hop.
depends
It could be
on your mood.
anything. Yeah.
Depends on
so
your mood.
that's the vibe. Is we're really, you know, I play. I practiced many instruments between the guitar, the piano, drums, ukulele, bass, and so I want to incorporate that as well, but also just have fun. I love to dance and jump around on stage, and so I want music that helps me do that.
Mm-hmm. I know that you collaborated with a lot of artists, like an opening act, and you're also going to be the opening act for Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, are you excited? And can you tell me something about your previous experiences, as well as the one that is waiting for you with, for the next few months with Sabrina?
Yeah, first and foremost, shout outs to Sabrina. I'm so excited to be on tour with her. She's an incredible artist, and she's got an amazing voice.
She was here a couple
yeah,
of weeks
that's
ago.
what they were saying.
Yeah, I
She was
met
here a
her.
couple
She's
weeks
nice.
ago. She's so sweet. She's so little. I'm so excited to be on tour with her and make memories. But yeah, like you said, I had my headlining tour here in Europe where I had an opener, Adi, and she was so great. I toured with one of my best friends, William Singe, earlier this year, and we got to share the stage together. And he's like, again, he's like a brother to me. I'll always support him and I'll always have his back on everything. And it's just, it's so much fun being on tour with different people. Even my own team, you know, I had my little sister on tour with me earlier this year, and even our relationship was you know, got better and better. And then, you know, between other people's like lighting person or, you know, my tour manager or my tour driver, like everybody, you always grow closer, and that's always a bond that rarely breaks.
Okay. My next question is about the situation right now in the world.
Yeah.
I'm talking about terrorism, I'm talking about attacks, I'm talking about the risk that we are living pretty much every single day. Do you feel, and of course I'm referring to what happened at the Ariana Grande concert or at the Bataclan. Do you feel a difference between like the past and right now? Do you feel at risk? Do you feel safe? Do you feel a change in the security system when you make concerts or anything like that?
I think it's a subject that definitely should be touched on, and I think that there's so many ways to look at these terrible things that happen. Even in Iran a couple of days ago,
yeah.
or yesterday, there was another terrorist attack, and you have to, you know, the terrorists want us to spotlight the fact that these terrible things happen, and it's so important to remember, to honor, and to never forget those lives that are lost in these terrible attacks. But we also need to look at all of the special forces, all of the police, the firemen, the detectives, and those who volunteered their time and their lives to help support this. There were people around the world raised $13 million to help support the Manchester attack, and there's so many people who are joining forces to help fight this. And so that's why I don't feel, there are so many terrible things that are happening, but I believe in humanity because we are all still banding together as people, of a great deal of us to help. You know, there's so many people who helped, you know, the hospitals that opened up for the victims, the policemen who knew that there were terrorist attacks, the people who know that there's a danger, there's a risk of going and helping people, but they still choose to. I still believe that people are still good at heart, and so I feel like it's my duty, it's my responsibility to continue to express that and to go out on stage every night, and whether there's these terrible events happening or not, I'm never going to let that fear shake what I'm going to do, because I feel like I need to go out and promote that happiness, promote that, because I have this platform, I have that responsibility to do so.
Okay. Are you planning to coming back to Italy soon, or to do anything like that?
Heck yeah! I had some pizza today. I almost moved to Italy this morning. I mean, we were eating that pizza. We were eating it up, man. It was incredible.
Okay. My last question is, YouTube is changing.
Okay.
YouTube is changing, and do you feel like because you're not making like a big deal with your music. Your music is like simple. It's not anything nasty or anything like that. But people who are making videos with like where they swear, they're getting like censorship, and YouTube is not paying them anymore. Do you think that the rules right now on YouTube are too strict, or do you? I mean, you think that is understandable the way YouTube has been changing over the last few months?
Freedom of speech is not freedom of speech and get paid for it. You have the freedom to speak. I have the freedom to make a video. I can say whatever I want in that video. Now, the people who are truly upset about it are those who are no longer profiting off of something. Granted, I know that YouTube as a company may or may not be taking in more money now that they don't have to pay it out. I don't think that there's a right and a wrong in this answer, but if you are upset because you're not making money on videos that get you a lot of views, look, you have the freedom. It's not affecting the freedom of speech. Nobody's freedom of speech is being imposed upon. Granted, a place where you once made money is no longer giving you that money, but there's no way that you can kind of classify it as I mean, for an American, a constitutional right, or around the world, the right to say whatever you want. You still have that freedom. It's just that you won't make money off of it. And if your focus is making money off of YouTube videos, you're not in the right place. Go do something else. Like, my focus has never been to make money on YouTube. My focus has been to enjoy, build fans, build this family, promote happy, make music, and then use that platform to then live my life the way that I want to. I'm not going to say that I don't want to make money, but I'm using my platform to build everything else, because one day YouTube's going to explode and it's not going to be a thing. And that's coming from somebody who hopes it doesn't. But just like everything, I mean, do you remember LimeWire?
Of course, yes.
What's LimeWire anymore? Like, if you ask a kid born in 1999 or further, LimeWire is like a cool name for a band. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's nothing. And so
I got your point. Yeah.
At some point, everything is always changing, and at some point, everything dies, including us. And so you have to just live with it. And so my goal isn't to make money off of YouTube. If that was my only focus, there's so many people whose only focus is to make money on YouTube, and they'll make a ton of money on YouTube because YouTube is a great place to make money. But you, at some point, will lose it. And then what are you going to do? My focus is to continue making YouTube videos because I have fun, and my fans love it, and I love sharing that with them. But that's not my main focus. My main focus is continuing to build a relationship with the fans. What's up, Ginger Generation? It's Alex Aiono here, and I wanted to say thank you for all of the love and support. I really want to come back to Italy soon, I promise. I will be working on it right now, but I love you guys so much, and I will see you all soon. Ciao.